doing today? My name's Eric. As always, I want to thank you for stopping by and checking out my video today. On this episode of Smo'King, I'm going to show you how to make slow cooker Salisbury steak. Now, if you don't know what Salisbury steak is, it's very similar to meatloaf, except meatloaf is typically cooked in a loaf and served in slices, where a Salisbury steak is served in individual patties. And, meatloaf usually has some kind of ketchup-based sauce, where Salisbury steak has more of a brown gravy. And this is real easy. I got a couple pounds of lean ground beef. I got some cream of chicken soup, a couple cans, some Lipton beefy onion soup mix, some mushrooms. Real easy. We're going to make these patties, brown them up, throw them in with some ingredients. We're going to let it cook on low for around 4 or 5 hours. Serve it with some mashed potatoes tonight for dinner. It's going to be absolutely delicious. So stick around. I'm going to show you how to do this step by step. Let's get cooking. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is take our ground beef and we're going to add 1 packet of onion soup mix. I got the beefy flavor, but if you can't find that in your store, the regular onion soup mix will work as well. I just figured beefy is probably pretty good here because we are making Salisbury steak made out of beef. We're going to add a 1/2 cup of Italian breadcrumbs. And now to kind of as a binder to kind of keep it all together, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of milk. And there's no easy way to do this. It's going to be a little messy. Just got to take your hands and start incorporating all this. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of mix this thoroughly. We'll be back in a little bit. When I'm all done, I'll show you how it looks. Alright, so here we are. I mixed it real good. Now I got 2 pounds, so I'm going to try to make 8 1/4 pound patties. So the easiest way to do this is just to kind of split it in half. Then we're going to split it in half again. And then each one of these quarters will divide up and make into 2. Okay? So I got a tray here. So I'll take this big chunk. This should be enough for 2 here. And I like to kind of make them a little bit, not completely round like a burger patty, but more oblong to look like a little bit of a steak. So like so. And they don't have to be perfect, obviously. So just like that. So go ahead and make your 8 1/4 pound patties. And I'll be back in a second when this is all done and show you the next step. Alright, so I got 8 patties, and like I said, just try to get them somewhat close together. They don't have to be perfect. This isn't an exact science. So I got a little tray here with some just regular all-purpose flour. And now we're just going to dip each of these in the flour, kind of get them coated with the flour, stick them right back. And then we're going to go over to a frying pan. I got a couple tablespoons of olive oil we're going to heat up. And we're just going to fry these for a few minutes on each side. We're not trying to cook them. We're just trying to get them a little brown crust, which will give them a little bit better flavor. So very basic, very easy, not very complicated. You can do all this in the morning and then let the slow cooker do all the work. All right. I will finish these last few patties here, and I'll meet you over at the frying pan. Alright, so I got a couple tablespoons of olive oil in this frying pan, heat it up, and we're just gonna fry these for a couple minutes on each side. Like I said, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna do them in I think 3 at a time. I don't want to crowd the pan. Just like so. We're going to try to get a nice crisp on them. Be back in a second. Oh. Alright, it's been around a minute and a half. Be careful flipping these because of the oil. We don't want to splash it. And see, we just want to get a nice little crisp on every side. Like so. I'm gonna have to add a little bit more oil. Seems like that oil gets soaked up with the flour. So just like that, we'll keep doing these in batches until we're all done. All right, so here we are. I have all 8 of the patties that have been fried for a minute and a half or so on each side in the slow cooker. Obviously, they're not all going to fit in the bottom, so you just want to like layer them on top of each other here. And now we're going to make the sauce we're going to pour on top. This is pretty much almost done. See how super easy it is? Be back in a second to show you the final step. All right, so this is going to be our sauce that we're going to pour on top. I have 2 cans of cream of chicken soup that I've put already in this mixing bowl. To that, we're going to add 1 packet of brown gravy mix. Now you can also use the au jus mix, but I kind of like more of a gravy in there, so I'm going to use the brown gravy. And of course I got the reduced sodium because you know me, I can always add salt later. And then we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of water. And that's pretty much it. We're going to stir this up real good. Get everything incorporated. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so I got it all mixed together here. It's a little clumpy, but that's normal. Don't worry about it. So now we're just going to pour this mixture evenly over these Salisbury steaks. Try to make sure you get everything covered if you can. And that's it. I'm going to put the lid on it. We're going to cook this on low for a minimum of 4 hours. You could probably go all the way up to 6, but anything longer than that, it might just turn to mush. So check it out starting at like hour 3. See how it's coming along. But that's it. We'll put the cover on it. Let the slow cooker do its magic. We'll be back in a few hours to take a look at it and see how it's coming along. See you guys in a little bit. All right, you know what time it is. Beverage review time. Plus it's almost 5 o'clock. I'm trying Rolling Rock Extra Pale Lager. I think this is from Pennsylvania. I've had it before. It's, you know, it's a basic American beer. Nothing too spectacular, but I haven't had it in a while, so I'll tell you my thoughts. And this is my son, Kyle, and my daughter, Ava Grace.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hello.
Ava Grace loves smoothies, and I think we've tried every one, but then we came across this one today. It's a Naked Juice Rainbow Machine. Flavor blend of 7 juices.
But don't say it tastes like rainbows.
Packed with vitamin B, C, E. So I'm not quite sure what all of them are, but we'll figure it out. That's what Ava Grace is having. And Kyle, he likes the Mexican sodas. I've seen this one.
I like all soda.
I don't know how to pronounce this. Mundet? Mundet?
How do you spell it?
So, M-U-N-D-E-T. Mundet. And it's apple soda from Mexico. Sparkling apple soda. So that's what Kyle's having.
I know where Mexico is.
You know, you're very good at knowing the states and stuff.
I'm good at like states and capitals and all that.
Here, is it twist off? See if it's twist off.
No, it's
I'm
not.
doing good lately, guys, with states.
No, it's not. Okay. And this smells really, really good. Okay, Kyle. There you go. And let me get Ava Grace's poured.
What does it smell like?
Apple, obviously.
Duh.
Duh.
Hey, be nice, guys.
Rainbow Machine, that's what I'm having. From Naked Juice, but I'm not naked having the juice.
No, that would be a little awkward, and I probably wouldn't be able... My video would get taken down.
It was a joke.
Yeah, I know.
Then I couldn't have a drink. Then I wouldn't be able to have a drink review because people can't see me naked while drinking Naked Juice.
That's right. Okay, and my Rolling Rock, this is a very light beer. I would compare it with Miller or Bud or any of the regular American beers, Coors.
Hey.
It might be a little bit better. I'm not sure. I haven't had it in a while. But you can see it's very light in color. Looks like it's pretty carbonated too. Doesn't have much of a smell whatsoever.
Mine's like a dark
Oh, you spilled a little, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Mine's like a dark brownish kind of color. Isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you guys think mine looks like?
Just keep it there. Perfect. Okay.
Like
It just looks like purple.
whatever. Yeah, it's maybe a little purplish.
All right, as always, guys, I appreciate you watching my video. Cheers. Let's give it a sip and tell everyone what we think.
Cheers, guys. We still have full cups, don't worry. I haven't emptied it.
Yeah, nothing spectacular, unremarkable. It's a basic, it tastes like a light beer to me. So pick your American light beer, whatever it might be. No hops flavor. It's got a little sweetness to it, because I'm sure it's probably made with corn. But it's good. It's cold. It's good. And I got 2 25-ounce cans at the store, 2 for $4. So that's why I bought it. Okay. Ava Grace, you're next. Look at the camera and tell them what you think.
I guess that I love that thing.
You love it?
It's a big rainbow.
Yeah, did you see? Juice is from... Go ahead and tell them what it has.
There's apples that are red, mango that is orange, banana that is yellow, kiwi which is green, blueberries which is blue, blackberries which is purple, and red beet which is like pinkish purple.
Like purple. Red beet, huh? Wow, it's got all kinds of vitamins. So it's pretty good?
Red beet is not supposed to... It's supposed to be red, not like...
Well, it's kind of a reddish purple. But it's good? You'd recommend it?
By the way,
Okay.
I've never tried red beet before.
I looked
but
at the
guess
back of
it's
here because I'm like,
tasty.
well, what really is this? Isn't this just an apple cider? And all it has in here is really just apple and carbonation.
So it's a carbonated apple
I mean,
drink.
little coloring, but that's... It just
How's
tastes
it
like an
taste?
apple cider. That's basically it.
But it's got carbonation, right? It's bubbly like soda?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
It's
better
basically
than,
just
better
apple
than,
cider.
But it's better than like apple juice because it's got the sparkling
Obviously,
carbonation.
it's apple cider.
Okay. So you'd have that again? All right. Well, there you go. This smells great.
I would.
You'd have that again? Okay.
That's good.
We got a couple more hours. We're going to start getting the mashed potatoes going here. We're going to serve it with some corn on the side. I'm going to saute up some mushrooms that we're going to add to it.
I love to try that on the taste review. Mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah, you can have a little mashed potatoes on the taste review. Okay. Well, guys, we're going to enjoy these drinks and get cooking on the other stuff. We'll be back in a little bit. Check this out and give it a sample. Till then, cheers. Cheers. Cheers to our viewers. Cheers to our viewers. All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, it's been around 4 hours. Oh, okay, we got a little bit of steam there, but it's looking good. I think what I'm going to do is take these Salisbury steaks out very carefully because I'm sure they're nice and tender now, and give this gravy a good stir, and maybe add a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce because that sounds like a good plan. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll be back in a minute, guys. All right, so I very carefully removed the 8 Salisbury steaks, and I want to show you right now this gravy. And I'm trying to get my daughter to try this, and we're going to need some gravy to make it a little bit creamy. So right now I'm a little disappointed. There isn't much gravy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 1 packet of the brown gravy mix, and that also calls for 1 cup of water. Now you don't need to do this. I'm just doing it because I want more gravy, and the fact we're making mashed potatoes, and I want... you know, who doesn't like gravy on mashed potatoes? So I'm going to sprinkle it in the gravy mix. 1 additional packet, low sodium. I'm glad I bought 2 when I was at the store today. And then I'm going to put in that 1 cup of water that it calls for. And then I got the Worcestershire, however you pronounce it. I'm going to, for good measure, give it maybe a tablespoon and a half of that. We'll stir that up real good. I don't have a spoon, let me just use my tongs here. Yeah, I'll let this come to a little bubble, and then I'm going to put the Salisbury steaks back in. In the meantime, I'm going to get my mushrooms and get ready to saute them in some butter and garlic that we're going to add to this. And here we go. I just need a little bit more gravy. This looks good. Alright. I'll let this heat up just for a minute, and then we'll add the Salisbury steaks. We'll be back in a second. Okay, so the gravy looks good. Now I'm just going to carefully, I got a spatula and some some tongs here to make sure I place them gently back into this gravy. And I'm just going to heat it up, and we're going to get busy sauteing those mushrooms. Oh man, it smells wonderful. I'm looking forward to this. All right, I'll stack these up. Be back in a second. All right, got some mushrooms here sauteed in some butter. Put a little bit of garlic in there. A little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And yeah, we'll pour this in and we'll serve this up. Be back in a second. All right, well, we're gonna add the mushrooms because we got this delicious mushroom with the butter and the garlic. We're just gonna pour this on top. Yeah, we'll stir it in real good once we get these steaks out. But yeah, just like that. We'll put the cover on it. Just give it a few minutes to warm up. We'll be back in a second. All right, here we are. I moved them to one side so we can get some of that gravy, and we've already plated up with some corn and some mashed potatoes. Yeah, we're gonna put a little bit more of that gravy.
Oh
that's
my
why.
goodness, look at that.
Yeah, that's why I added that extra gravy packet. Cause come on,
That's amazing.
put a little bit on the Salisbury steak too, please.
Okay,
Oh, there we go.
hang on. Let me just do this. Oh, I'm making a mess. Sorry.
No, it looks good.
Okay, Salisbury too.
Yeah,
Yes.
put a little bit on the
Right now.
Salisbury steak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I got 2
And
packages
there's plenty of gravy
mushroom.
now. You did perfect. Actually, this is perfect,
Yeah.
especially for Ava Grace. She needs a little bit more creamy.
Yeah, and this isn't
There you go.
your normal
We're good.
frozen Salisbury steak.
No.
It might be
I think it's
yours
good.
too.
Look at that. Oh
All right,
my
come
gosh. That looks delicious. Go
All right.
for it. Oh.
We're going to be back in a second. Give this a try. All right, welcome back. I'm here with my wife, Monica, my daughter, Ava Grace. She's going to try some Salisbury steak. We cut up very fine, right? With the
Yeah,
mashed
we
potatoes
did.
and gravy.
I think she can do it. She wants to so bad. So we're going to give it a try.
And then we have a little sample plate here with some mashed potatoes and gravy and some of that Salisbury steak.
Yummy.
For you and me to try?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Here's my
cut it into
spoon.
pieces here.
See what you think, Ava Grace.
Now you guys are eating it.
Ready?
Yeah, we
1,
are.
2, 3. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Boy, this is comfort food. Mm-hmm. Oh, and mashed potatoes.
So good, Mom. Thank you for doing that. I
Oh!
love
wow.
it a lot. It's my favorite food to eat.
This child is moving forward because of good daddy's good food.
Did you put cheese in the mashed potatoes?
I did.
Ah.
I made cheesy garlic mashed potatoes.
No, man, this is good old-fashioned comfort food.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
it is good.
My
When we move, this
Yeah.
is going to be
My
wonderful.
favorite part of this food is the little, the steak pieces that you put. And not any other mashed potatoes and gravy that I try has steak pieces, but only this.
Well,
Wow.
yeah, that's a Salisbury steak. It's
She
not really
likes
steak,
it.
but it's hamburger. It's really
She
good.
loves it.
That one I tried at Christmas night, that didn't have like little steak
Which
pieces
one was
like
that?
this one.
Regular mashed potatoes. She likes it with steak.
Oh, okay.
She likes it with Salisbury steak.
Well, there you go.
Well, okay. This is a big deal for our daughter.
Yeah, and I think cooking it for that many hours
it's
in a
good.
slow cooker kind of made the meat tender, and I got the lean stuff,
it's
which I
delicious.
normally don't. But I figured for this, I'll get the lean. So this was, I think, 90 or 93, whatever.
I don't know, but
But boy, and that
whatever
gravy.
you got. This is delicious.
Wow.
Yeah, hands down winner.
Yeah, it's old.
And look at our
School
daughter
cooking.
can't even eat what a lot of people can eat, but she's like mowing it.
Yeah, this is good
It's,
stuff.
my, it's my first time trying big, like, chunky steak pieces when I'm already 9.
So this is a big deal, and it is very, very good, actually.
Man, and having it with a little bit of the mashed potatoes.
Oh man, yeah. No, but the Salisbury
Oh.
steak is tender and yummy, and the gravy and
This is a no-brainer. If it's cold outside, just get your slow cooker out, make it, throw everything together. You saw
This
how
is a
easy
keeper.
it is. Yeah, this is good. Good
Definitely.
old-fashioned comfort food. That's very easy to make.
my gosh, guys, give it a try. You have nothing to lose, really. It's delicious.
As
Yeah?
always, guys,
Wow!
I appreciate you watching the video. If you like it, please hit the like
Thumbs
button.
up, Ava.
I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I'll leave a link above and below to my website, ericsmokingbbq.com, where I have all my recipes. We'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.
Thumbs up with the nails.
Bye, guys.
Man, I want to dig.
Yeah.
I want to
Say
dig.
bye, guys.
Bye. I want to dig into that plate.
That is delicious.
Oh, it's so,
So good.
Right?
Thanks
Give Daddy a
for
hug.
making that.
Oh.
good. Oh, you're welcome.
That's very good.
This
All
is
right.
really good, Ava Grace. I'm glad you like it. You ready to sit down
Yeah,
now?
sit down.
Okay.
All right.
Wow. Good for her.